Allow me to finish.
I am asking a simple
allow me to finish.
question to this
See,
gentleman.
let me tell you, both these Coimbatore and Mangaluru incidents are clear
When I
cases of
say
intelligence
that
failure.
Sayyid Aslam, can you let him complete his point? Please don't waste time, please.
Attack and loop in NIA, which did not happen in Tamil Nadu. The Tamil Nadu DMK government waited for 4 days and they were calling it an accident. They were telling that it's an accident. Then finally, when all the options were over, they didn't have a choice but to say that it's a terrorist activity. Now see, they are saying there is no politics, there is nothing like that.
I think, Mithun, because you've raised that point, I'll allow Mr. Selvaraj a response here.
Just give me 30
Mr.
seconds.
Selvaraj, that's a valid question. What did your government do?
He said he's comparing this Coimbatore blast and this Mangaluru. He said this Mangaluru police is immediately submitted to the NIA. But Tamil Nadu police have the capacity for the investigation. Second day itself, within 48 hours, they have arrested 6 people. They have identified, they have arrested 6 people.
After
Third day, they have filed a roof.
You call this a cylinder blast, Mr. Selvaraj. You can't come on national television and lie, sir. You are giving commendation certificates to your cops who called it a cylinder blast, who did not even realize that this was an act of terror.
The second
that is
day
the problem.
itself, the NIA was
and when the governor called a failure on the part of the government, you were actually criticizing the governor. You are now creating situations that are difficult for the governor. That's what you're doing. The governor, the point the governor raised the issue that there's a failure on the part of the government to acknowledge it's an act of terror. You were actually quick to attack the governor. You are coming up with different issues to attack the governor now. You have a clear sir.
Because these are misguided. You know that is the problem, Mithun. Mithun, let's also get in Pratap. Pratap hasn't spoken yet. I want to get in Pratap. He's a spokesperson for the JDS. Pratap, thank you for your patience. Apologies, you had to wait so long. But Pratap, there are a lot of questions also being pointed at you, as in the JDS. The JDS has batted for the PFI. When there were raids at the PFI, when there were reports of banning the PFI, your leader, your party said all this is linked to the agenda. All this is linked because the BJP wants to polarize. You communalize everything.
See, we as a party, we are completely against any form of terrorism. Or whatever is happening in our country or any part of the world, we completely oppose that and we are against the terrorism. That's one thing. And banning PFI, we are saying that you have to present the proper proof and put it open and ban it. Whichever the organization
what more proof do you need?
Whichever the organization may
I don't understand what is proper proof. Who decides what is proper proof?
Let me complete. No, let me complete.
Bharat Shetty.
Madam, let me complete.
No, I want to understand this from you. I want to understand.
Let me complete.
What is proper proof? Should we have
saying that we are with the government in banning any kind of organization which are against the nation.
People would have died. That is more proof for us.
No, we have not opposed banning any terror organization in this country. We will be with the government whenever they ban or taking any action against any organization which are involved in terrorism. Yes, I will point out again. See, we have a government to safeguard the citizen. Unfortunately, government, the people who are ruling this country are still in the mood of opposition. How long they blame opposition?
What is stopping them to take action?
We are not blaming the opposition. We have
I can't hear Bharat Shetty or Pratap right now.
Whoever openly. No, let me complete, sir. I've been waiting from half an hour. Please. I've been waiting from half an hour. I didn't disturb you. Okay. We are,
no, I can't hear any of you.
We are telling that government should take action against whoever support the terrorist. Let them take action. No, why they are stopping?
Tell me something, Pratap, stop being politically correct.
What is stopping?
Stop being politically correct, because you also call them misguided youth.
No, it's not about
tell me something. Does radicalization happen overnight?
Sorry, it's not.
Does radicalization happen overnight? What is the reason right now
talking politically correct. Madam, it's not about talking politically correct. Madam,
in the coastal Kannada belt. Why?
We as an opposition, we as a citizen of this country, we have all the right. We have all the right to question the government's failure.
You please question. That's okay. You please question. That's your right. What I'm saying is...
No, you can question the government. You can question the government. But I want to know, who communalizes this. Can you tell me? Can you tell me now? Pratap, can you tell me why did Sharik actually use a Hindu name? Why was he faking his identity? Can you tell me?
You should ask that. See, basically, you should ask this question to the people who are investigating it, right? I am not his spokesperson. How would I know why he's using it?
No, because whenever a person like this, whenever terrorist is arrested, he's put behind bars. There'll be a couple of netas, Dr. Shetty, who will be outside the police station. There'll be human rights activists, and everyone will say, a particular class here is being victimized. You're targeting them. There is an agenda.
And try to get them out.
No, I'm not here to assume something.
No, we have seen this. See how
it's a reality. We've seen that. We've seen that in the country.
The truth has to bring out.
Yeah, the person who spoke before you.
No, but you say the truth has to come out. But Dr. Shetty, even you haven't answered my question, sir. How was this man, how was this terrorist allowed to penetrate so deep? How was he allowed to move from one state to the other? How was he allowed to assemble the bomb? How is this not an intelligence failure?
See, first of all, he has moved from one state to another, and he was not a major player in the beginning. He first started with the graffiti writing and all these things.
Government intelligence
Let me finish. He started as a graffiti writing and all these things. There was a case. He was let out on bail. Then someone must have brainwashed him or whatever the process they used. He went from the state. He went out of the state. He went out of the radar. Then he was trained and he came back.
But what was the police doing? No, Dr. Shetty, isn't that a valid question? If there are questions that will be asked of the opposition, there will be a question asked of you.
Yeah, 100%.
You're running the government in Karnataka. It's your police. It is your police that actually calls Sharik in 2020 a misguided youth.
Yeah, that was the beginning. That was the beginning of his... whatever his terrorism activities, that was the beginning. He was like that. Hello? He was like that. From there, he became like this. He went to the extent of using Adi Yogi's photo for his DP in the WhatsApp also. He has been doing all these things.
Today, Mr. Shetty is absolutely sounding helpless. Mr. Shetty, you have tall claims of having a double-engine Sarkar. Is it
you want to score your political scores? No, that's the point, Syed Aslam.
No, sir, I would like to...
Okay, it was an intelligence failure. But can you tell me what is the opposition doing? What was the government doing in Tamil Nadu? Was Tamil Nadu not an intelligence failure? Sharik also travelled to Kerala. Can you tell me what was the government in Kerala doing?
I will tell you. Madam, I will tell you.
When we are at Republic, bring out these stories, you say there is an agenda. You say the attempt is to polarize. Vivek is linking this to the upcoming elections. Syed Aslam.
It is very clearly evident, irrespective of the state governments. If it is a state government failure in Karnataka, it's a state government failure in Tamil Nadu as well. It's a failure of the intelligence of the union government as well. There is no need to give a communal angle to it. It's a failure of intelligence. Even today, Mr. Shetty is behaving helpless.
Who does that?
Not running a petition.
Who is communalizing this, Vinay? Who's communalizing this, Vinay?
You are running a strong government in Karnataka. You are saying that it's going out of the radar. Is it the law enforcement agencies, the intelligence failure?
How many cases of terrorism have you seen now?
You're running a government.
Okay, Dr. Shetty is wanting to respond to you, then I'll get it, Vinay also.
How many cases of terrorism have you seen?
Why are you sounding so helpless?
How many terrorism cases have you seen?
But is the problem the BJP or the problem is jihadi terrorism?
Once in a while incidents.
Who's your enemy number one? I don't understand.
What do you mean by going out of the radar?
Then they will say, where is the proof? Nothing big has happened.
You should question the police and you should question
These were just misguided youth.
See, there's a very big thing.
And
what
we
I'm
should
telling
question
is,
you also,
how many cases of terrorism have you seen? We have been able to curb terrorism to some extent.
What, sir? Terrorism cannot
How
be
many
curbed
cases
to some
of terrorism have you seen after the BJP government is in power?
Terrorism has
How
to be
many?
rooted
Yeah,
out
we are
in
doing
terms of
that, but
terrorism.
people like you are supporting them.
Terrorism is an evil to
People
the society.
like you
Terrorism
are
is
supporting
an enemy
them.
to the society. You cannot.
If we arrest them,
You need to root
you'll
out
come out in
terrorism.
support of them telling that no, show proof that this, and we don't have to show you proof. The cops have enough proof to arrest them.
Of course you have to. You have to
when we do that, you come and object.
You have to
The ISIS, is the ISIS threat a reality or not?
Madam, whichever organization has any affiliation to the terrorist organization or there are sympathizers of terrorist organizations, they have to be brought to book. They have to be investigated.
Why can't we name them? If you are so coy about even naming them, calling them out on national television, how will you fight them, Syed Aslam?
It is the government. We are with the government to fight against terrorism. No individual will ever, no sane civilized society of this India will ever support a terrorist. If anyone is trying to give a communal color to this, it's absolutely.
But you bat for such people, no? That's the problem, Vivek.
It is.
Who's giving a communal color, Vivek?
No, what is the
Vivek,
communal
who's
color?
guilty here? Who's giving a communal color to this very, very serious debate about jihadi terrorism?
First of all, I think let's speak one by one. I don't think that having a high-handed attitude and using anti-national laws and your UAPA and being so strict is going to actually solve the problem. You finish CIMI and PFI cropped up. You will finish PFI, something else will crop up. Because the reason is you are not taking confidence-building measures of getting back the misguided youth of the country, whether they are
misguided youth are you talking, sir?
or they are the Assam Ulfa youth.
Vivek, tell me something. Vivek, tell me something. When you have a terrorist who has links to ISIS, who has links to the PFI, when he's using a Hindu name, he's using Hindu picture, and you're telling me, and you're trying to play a victim card here, Vivek.
That is only to hide his identity.
You're trying to play the victim card.
In a country where on Jantar Mantar, please listen to me. At Jantar Mantar, if you say the naras, something, mulle kaate jayenge. If this is the kind of naras, and I debated on your channel,
a terrorist.
And the Dharam Sansad in Haridwar, I mean, what are you expecting the Muslim youth of the country to become? What is the kind of role model that you are setting up?
What are you talking about?
What is the RSS doing?
No, you're justifying this, no, Vivek? That is abhorrent. That you have people justifying this.
I'm not justifying.
Why don't we get in Pratap here? Why don't we get in Pratap? Why don't we get in Vinay? There are people justifying this. That is abhorrent.
I'm not justifying it.
You know, you're telling us that there is a reason why people do this.
Yes, you are justifying it, Mr.
It is because
you said that he was having identity crisis. You said that India is a military state. You said that something happened in Jantar Mantar, that's why he became a terrorist. You are
how will they fight this? When they want to justify this? He's saying that there is an atmosphere of hate in the country. The reason why something like this is happening.
My question to Bharat Shetty is, I have a question to Mr. Bharat Shetty.
External agencies,
I have a question to
forces, they are guiding
Bharat
them
Shetty and
into
the government of
terrorism.
India.
They are guiding them into a bomb blast.
I have a question.
Terrorists create terrorism.
You first ask a question to yourself.
Your mindset
Why
is
don't you
creating
condemn terrorism in simple words?
No, Vivek, listen, this is a very serious question. This is a very serious question. And I will not allow you to sit here and create an alibi for such people who are terrorists. Pratap, do you even agree with this? Then we'll get Vinay to respond. Pratap, do you even agree with what Vivek said? He's justifying why Sharik actually used a Hindu name and he faked his identity.
What is the problem of the process of creating terrorism?
Criminal.
And that is what I'm trying to come to.
Let me tell you, every
Pratap,
criminal, every terrorist
I just
will
want to hear
have
from
some story
Pratap
to
and
tell.
Vinay
That
then.
doesn't mean that we see. I'll put it this way. Every terrorist or every criminal will have some story to tell. That doesn't mean that they justify their act. Okay. Whatever the background story may be, but we have to condemn, we have to take a stand against them, and government has to take action against those people who are supporting the terrorists. That's all. Why government is not taking action? What is stopping them then? Is government is so weak or opposition is so strong?
Arey Baba, because you have people like Vivek Srivastava, the moment you will get hold of such people, Vinay, they will run to the police station, they will be outside the thana, they will be protesting. They will play the victim card and they are justifying why Shaikh actually was faking his identity. That is the problem.
Doing?
And it's been exposed on live television.
If you have a proof,
the fact of the matter is that you are discussing terrorism.
Then I'm going to come back to you, Pratap.
Proof against them.
So many funny logics.
How can somebody go and take them out?
We have come through so many funny logics today while discussing terrorism. That he became a terrorist because he was having an identity crisis. He became terrorist because India is a Mediterranean state. He became terrorist because something happened at Jantar Mantar. So many, he becomes a terrorist because if and but, loaded with if and but, you don't have the courage to criticize terrorism in simple words that yes, this was an act of terror and I criticize them. You don't have the courage even to say a simple word. You are loaded with if and but. By all your might, you are trying to justify that he become a terrorist because India is anti-minority.
That is how they normalize this. I again can't hear Binay at all.
In a certain community.
That is how they actually normalize this. They normalize all this. Karai Selvaraj.
Yes.
Do you think it's time for course correction? Are you willing to come together as a country to fight against jihadi terrorism, or you still want to, try your trick of appeasement? Mr. Selvaraj.
Tamil Nadu is a peacekeeping state. We are building. We wanted peace in the country. 1 minute. Let me finish. But the central government is not serious about cutting this terrorism in India. Yashwant Shinde, the 25 years of Pracharaka from RSS, he filed an affidavit in the court. What CBI said, it is after 16 years he is submitting the affidavit, we will not consider. What is the seriousness? The bomb blast between 2004 and 14 is planned by RSS. The Yashwant Shinde, 25 years of RSS Pracharaka is affidavit. So what CBI said? If the central government is serious about this, they should investigate immediately. That is what we wanted. We never wanted terrorism in India. Now the India Global Peace Index, India is 135th position in the index out of 163 countries. It is shame on everyone. It is shame on everyone. We want, the central government is playing around. They are not very serious about stopping the terrorism in India. See, one final word I'll put, gentlemen. One final word I'll put. For this Kovai and Mangaluru blasters, the result will come on December 1st, between December 1st and 5th, because the Gujarat State Assembly election, the day you will get some sensitive declaration. You please wait and watch. This is what a communal polarization is the practice. Why CBI is not accepting the Yashwant Shinde's affidavit submitted? He said he has trained. Even the military people were supporting them.
To agree that this is a simple act of terrorism committed by one.
Let me tell you. That affidavit has no value. I can give an affidavit and say that you are a terrorist. Affidavit has no value. Judgment has a value. And recently in June 2022, the Kerala High Court gave a judgment that 13 accused of murders of RSS Karyakartas, they were acquitted. And the court said that the case was malified with a malified intention. Affidavit has no value. You don't know law. You don't have the knowledge of law. Affidavit has no value. Judgment has value. And I can give an affidavit and say that you are a pickpocket. I can say that
Mr. Selvaraj, for the last many minutes, all that we've done here, Syed Aslam, is being beating around the bush. Please, do you understand the threat of jihadi terrorism is real, Mr. Selvaraj? And you, because your government in Tamil Nadu has been acting soft on terrorists, even on the assassins of a former Prime Minister, Mr. Selvaraj. Why don't we speak one by one? Let's speak one by one, please. Mr. Selvaraj, that question is for you. Then I'll come to you, Mithun. I see your hand. Mr. Selvaraj.
We condemn the killing of Rajiv Gandhi. We are not supporting, we are not accepting that. But the Supreme Court has given a chance.
But you cannot be batting or you cannot be celebrating the release of terrorists. You can't be calling an act of terror a cylinder blast.
After 31 years of imprisonment, everybody will celebrate. We welcome them. We'll give them their livelihood. They should live for another 10, 15 years.
You welcome them, you welcome terrorists, you will give them livelihood. Dr. Shetty.
No, they are.
Dr. Shetty.
This is a very wrong
Here
statement.
is Mr. Selvaraj who says we not just celebrate the release of the assassins, but we are willing to give them livelihood. Who knows, you will also make them politicians.
This is a kind of politics they have been doing all the time. This is a part of the appeasement politics. This is what emboldens the terrorists. When politicians come out and say things like that, the youths feel that, okay, fine, we can get away with that, and there are people there to support us when we do this act of terrorism. These politicians will come and do, and when we call it appeasement
but then what should be done? Pratap, what should be done? Pratap, what should be done? How will you fight against terror if you keep fighting amongst yourselves, and if you have a government in Tamil Nadu that is celebrating the release of the assassins of the former Prime Minister of terrorists?
See, I really don't know the motive of what is the motive behind celebrating the release, but I don't see the difference between the people who support the terrorist, or maybe the people who are released after rape accused and who have been sentenced on rape and murder cases. The people who garland them, both are same. All are same. So
see, again, you're again playing politics. You're again playing politics.
See, there is somehow or the other.
What politics
you have zero words of condemnation for what has happened with
terrorism.
You are not willing to tell me, Mithun, that why was he using a Hindu name? Why was he doing this? Because governments and netas, in the country, particularly down south, Dr. Shetty, have been trying to appease a particular vote bank. This is the reason why you have these pockets, particularly in South India, whether this is Kerala, whether this is Tamil Nadu, or even Karnataka, where you see an uptick in such terror-related activities, Dr. Shetty.
See, this is because of youth being emboldened, this terrorist mindset youth being emboldened by the action of the state. For example, in the last government of Karnataka, Mr. Siddaramaiah was the chief minister, they let off 150 odd cases of PFI activists. Obviously, it emboldens emboldens them that they feel we can get away with it. And whenever today only we can see on the panel, everyone is competing to say terrorism doesn't have a religion, or it is because of the terrorism, because of the hate speeches someone is giving somewhere.
Taking a moral high ground.
You are saying that it is because of the hate speeches.
I have a simple question.
You don't have the guts or the courage to just say, yes, it is terrorism. As a community, we have to stand together and fight it.
How can anyone, and you have Vivek here on the panel who has justified this. He's justified the fact that you have a terrorist with links to ISIS and PFI who's faking his identity, Sayyid Aslam. And you're batting for him now?
No, madam. Nobody supports
it's not BJP versus Congress, the JDS. It's no party. It's about the country.
I want to ask a question. Since I'm in the national TV, the most popular news channel, Mr. Shetty, I want to ask you a question. What is your resolve to curb terrorism? You've given a ticket to a terror-accused Sadhvi Pragya. She won the election. Okay, and after that, she was made a consultative member of Parliamentary Committee on Defence.
But you will not answer my question, and you will continue to play politics. Why? Because this suits you. So for you, this is still not a wake-up call. You continue to downplay this, Sayyid Aslam. You continue to be in denial. You can continue to talk over me because you think this is the best way to avoid this question, Sayyid Aslam. Sir, you think this is the best way to avoid these questions, sir? Sayyid Aslam, sir, you think this is the best way to avoid the questions? I just asked you one question, sir. I asked you only one question, sir. Sayyid Aslam, sir. Sayyid Aslam, sir, I just have one question. One question.
Yes.
Why did Sharik use a Hindu name? Why was he using a Hindu picture? Why was he trying to fake his identity? That is it.
The answer to it is very simple. Terrorists have no religion. They will defame the nation. They are against the nation. They are against the society. That's the answer to it.
Absolutely.
That is the answer. They are the enemies of the society. They are the enemies of the nation.
Yes.
Do you want any better answer to this?
However, we need to solve the problem and take measures.
Yeah, because you know what? Vivek, because he wanted to disguise his act as a Hindu terror act. It's plain simple. I can't hear Vivek anymore now.
Take actions. However, please do not create more terrorists by your policies. I mean, let there be peace in the nation. This Hindu versus Muslim politics of polarization.
So who's creating terrorists, Vivek?
Is creating more problems, more terrorists, more PFIs, and that needs to stop. The hate speeches need to stop, and the Muslim youth of the nation.
Because you continue to be in denial. You allow them to penetrate. You allow them in this very defense. Vivek, that you and Syed Aslam are putting out today allows these people to penetrate deep. Binay, Dr. Shetty, it's a tragedy of our times, but only for what of time, gentlemen. I need to thank all of you. Mangaluru Terror Plot is the hashtag. And do remember, Republic has been on top of the story. We will continue to ask those very, very tough questions. I thank all of you for joining us on this edition of the debate. Thank you.
public exposed the Tihar tapes of Satyendra Jain getting a massage in Tihar. Aam Aadmi Party tried to brush it off, calling it physiotherapy. And now turns out that the so-called physiotherapist is a rape accused.
धारा 6 पॉक्सो एक्ट की 376 इंडियन पीनल कोड का और तमाम और धाराएं हैं जिसका मुकदमा इस पे चल रहा है.
Can Aam Aadmi Party and Kejriwal still defend Satyendra Jain? Debate at 10 p.m.
Was Tihar prisoner giving physiotherapy to jailed neta?
वो वीडियो में वो कह रहे हैं कि वो कोई मसाज करा रहा है, वीआईपी ट्रीटमेंट है. वो फिजियोथेरेपी कर रहा है, डॉक्टर ने उनको रिकमेंड किया था.
सत्येंद्र जैन के मसाज से पूरा लोकतंत्र भारत का शर्मसार हुआ था और तब हमने कहा था ये आम आदमी पार्टी नहीं है, ये स्पा मसाज पार्टी है.
Physio by prisoner charged under POCSO. Debating tonight 10 p.m.
An important day today because the Delhi police will like to conduct the narco test of Aftab. There will also be a polygraph test.
Shariq's family members were arriving in Mangaluru. Shariq is the accused in the Mangaluru blast case.
Police has said that Shariq had posed with the bomb before the blast, also saying that international terror plot has been exposed.
सर्वे रिपोर्ट दिल्ली से किया गया था, 25-25 लाख रुपए खर्च के ये रिपोर्ट्स किया गया था और मैं तो ये निवेदन करूंगी कि जिसके साथ भी ऐसा हुआ है उसको पार्टी छोड़ के बीजेपी ज्वाइन करनी चाहिए.
Unmissable debate on the biggest election controversy. Did Vadra Congress roll out cash for tickets scheme? Debating tonight 10:30 p.m.
Shocker coming in from Madhya Pradesh. The man killed allegedly for molesting a woman. A male skeleton of a youth has been found after 4 months. 2 casualties were reported after a goods train had derailed in Odisha and rescue operations are underway at the site.
At least 15 people were reported injured after a multiple vehicle crash on the Mumbai-Bengaluru highway near the bridge in Pune.
Shocker coming in from Madhya Pradesh. The man killed allegedly for molesting a woman. A male skeleton of a youth has been found after 4 months. 2 casualties were reported after a goods train had derailed in Odisha and rescue operations are underway at the site.
At least 15 people were reported injured after a multiple vehicle crash on the Mumbai-Bengaluru highway near the bridge in Pune.
From the Delhi studios of Republic TV, it's time for The Debate.
The Debate at 10, powered by Greenply.
Good evening, friends. Arnab Goswami is getting you something more important tomorrow. That's why I'm here. And to this story that we are bringing to you in this debate. 2 days ago, we showed you the footage of how a jailed AAP Neta was getting massages in jail. Tihar's cell turned into a spa for him. They tried to say it was physiotherapy. Tonight, the entire narrative is debunked. Take a look at the sensational allegations and then it's a big political fight. Right here.
Inside one of the largest prison complexes in the world sits a money laundering accused minister getting a massage. After Republic TV put out the videos of the personalized spa experience with a relaxing leg massage, traditional champis and soothing hand massages that the jailed jail minister was getting, the Aam Aadmi Party tried to call it physiotherapy.
डॉक्टर ने लिख के दिया है कि उनको रेगुलर फिजियोथेरेपी की ज़रूरत है। लगातार मेडिकल रिपोर्ट्स में डॉक्टर्स ने लिख के दिया है कि उनको रेगुलर फिजियोथेरेपी की ज़रूरत है। किसी की बीमारी और किसी के इलाज को इस हद तक घटिया पने पर उतरकर उस पर राजनीति करना, ये महारत केवल भारतीय जनता पार्टी को आती है। भारतीय जनता पार्टी के अलावा मुझे नहीं लगता कि दुनिया में कोई और कर सकता है इस तरह का घटिया काम।
Arvind Kejriwal tried to play it all down.
मैं यही कहना चाहता हूँ, वो वीडियो में वो कह रहे हैं कि वो कोई मसाज करा रहा है, वीआईपी ट्रीटमेंट है। वो फिजियोथेरेपी कर रहा है, डॉक्टर ने उनको रिकमेंड किया था। अमित शाह जी जब यहाँ के मंत्री थे गुजरात में, वो जब जेल में थे, उनको वीआईपी ट्रीटमेंट जो मिला था यहाँ पे जेल में गुजरात में, ऐसा कोई वीआईपी ट्रीटमेंट सत्येंद्र जैन को नहीं मिल रहा। आप पता कर लीजिए यहाँ पे अमित शाह को क्या वीआईपी ट्रीटमेंट मिलता था।
Physiotherapists are calling out the narrative.
Honorable Chief Minister of Delhi also saying the same thing, that it is physiotherapy, and of course Mr. Manish Sisodia also said the same thing. From the side of IAP, I strongly condemn this particular act, and I want the CM and Deputy CM both should at least say this, that they have done a mistake.
And now the BJP claims a rape accused under the POXO Act was giving the massage.
धारा 6 पॉक्सो एक्ट की 376 इंडियन पीनल कोड का और तमाम और धाराएं हैं जिसका मुकदमा इस पे चल रहा है। ये अभियुक्त दूसरे अभियुक्त कट्टर बेईमान को मसाज कैसे दे रहा है? क्या ये नहीं दिखाता कि वीवीआईपी कल्चर तो एक बात है, किस तरह से एक मंत्री जिसको अरविंद केजरीवाल का संरक्षण प्राप्त है, कानून की अनदेखी करता है, उसे तार-तार करता है।
Arvind Kejriwal has a lot to explain tonight. Let's debate.
All right, what are we debating? You know, massage or physiotherapy? Joining me on the side of the BJP and against AAP, Shazia Ilmi, spokesperson of the party, live from Delhi. Tesh Ratan Nigam, advocate Supreme Court, live from Delhi. Sumitra Goenka, policy and political analyst, again live from Delhi. Ellen Rao, former IPS officer, live from Delhi. On the other side, defending Satyendra Jain and the Aam Aadmi Party as it happens, Akashdeep Muni, political analyst, leans towards the Aam Aadmi Party, live from Chandigarh. Dr. Irsan Trivedi, political analyst, perhaps will try to bring in the Gujarat angle, live from Ahmedabad. And let me begin with Ravi Srivastav, political analyst, live from Mumbai. Ravi Srivastav, you were so strongly calling it a physiotherapy session just day before yesterday with me on the debate. And now it so happens that a video and some information out which clearly shows that the person you thought was a physiotherapist is actually a rape accused. Ravi Srivastav, how are you going to defend that?
See, first of all, this video is around 2.5 months old. And this was stopped by the court not to make it public. Still, somebody in the contempt of court has made it public and it is there in the public domain. But what I feel is that this whole video appears to be doctored, edited, somewhere something has been done to it.
Okay.
And it is not trustworthy. This is not official. This is not forensic verified.
Okay,
this is not authentic. So I don't trust it. And I would not like to comment on this, that the person is a FOXO accused or a rapist or whatever it is, maybe. But that's a law will take its course. And another thing is that if somebody feels anything objectionable, can go and make a complaint against the jail authorities. In between, in 2.5 months, the jail superintendent has already been, I think, suspended. 82 people are facing inquiry, and the DG of the jail has already been shifted. So action has already been taken, I think, on this particular video, if it is true. Yeah.
It's an open and shut case. Everything should be forgiven and forgotten according to Ravi Srivastava. But then he begins by saying it's a doctorate rape. You know, Shazia Ilmi, I think you will have to come here on that, because if it's a doctorate tape, as Ravi Srivastava claims, then the onus, I think, is on the BJP, because it's the BJP that went to town with its official Twitter handles tweeting the video. Shazia Ilmi.
Sure. So I would just like to request, make a request and ask Ravi Srivastava ji, the defender of the massage therapy of Satyendra Jain and also the liquor scam, that he should give me time to speak, right? And he should not speak in the middle, because I don't want it to be like that, like it was the last time. Okay. So first of all, if the video is forged,
make your point, Shazia.
There is absolutely. If there is no, I'm making my point. If you hadn't spoken, I would have continued. So if the video is edited and is actually a fake, then why is Manish Sisodia and Kejriwal protesting that the courts should not have allowed it? Incidentally, the courts have said that the accused should not leak it. But BJP is not the accused. Accused is Satyendra Jain. So clearly, a problem there. With the comprehension skills and the gentleman sitting there. Thirdly, I want to say that jail prisons minister is not just influencing witnesses, the CCTV footage of which has been shown to the court, but is actually getting massaged, about which everyone else is being shamed. And this is the same Ravi Srivastava who yesterday was bellowing loudly and saying, have you no shame? This man is so unwell, and this is the physiotherapy he needed. But I want to just ask Ravi Srivastava, taking that logic further, the man is not a physiotherapist.
No, not at all.
The man is not a physiotherapist. No, I'm saying something else. I'm not trying to confuse. No, let me expose you more and more. Be quiet. Be quiet. Let me expose you more and more. Let me expose you. Abhishek, you have to. Abhishek, I think you must say something now.
No, Shazia, you cannot doubt it.
Okay. Let me intervene. Okay, fine. Shazia, hold on now. If you want me to intervene, I have to intervene. No. Ravi Srivastava, you have to also stop. No. Ravi Srivastava, you can't interrupt. Ravi Srivastava, you got your time. I patiently listened to you. Shazia Ilmi is making a point. Shazia, quickly, but, because I have 20 minutes and I have to involve everyone in this debate. So, Shazia, briefly conclude your opening comments and then I go to others.
You gave a lot of time.
You are
exactly.
to respond it.
I would. Ravi Srivastava, I would. Yeah.
Because I want to expose. Why is this man squirming? Why is Ravi Srivastava squirming in discomfort and continuously speaking? Because he knows that this person was the rapist and a rape accused, POXO accused of something so heinous, and that he was no physiotherapist. That Satyendra Jain had actually bonhomie with another inmate, being the prisons minister that he is, and is actually using this accused, elevating him to the position of physiotherapist in the eyes of the world. And physiotherapists of the world are protesting and saying, no, this is not physiotherapy. Do not degrade us. It is terrible. Instead of talking
you have made a point.
Of this becomes so.
Okay, you have made a point. Can I take it forward?
Can I respond now, please? Yeah.
No. Shazia has made her point. Ravi Srivastava, I'll come to you, but hold on. Let me take this forward. No. We cannot get stuck. Let me take this forward. Ravi Srivastava, day before yesterday when you were on the debate with me, you said, oh, this is actually physiotherapy. Please spare Satyendra Jain, poor guy. You never said that day that this is a doctored, non-forensic, non-authenticated video. Deshratan Rigam, let me come to you. The identity of the person who's giving what Ravi Srivastava calls physiotherapy to the minister.
2 weeks later.
Irrespective. The identity has been revealed. The guy is known by the name Rinku. He is he's accused of POXO, and the case FIR number 121/2021 is registered with the JP Kala police station in Delhi, and he is accused under section 6 of the POXO and section 376 and 506, 509 of the IPC. The point Deshratan Nigam is that the video might be doctored according to Ravi Srivastava, but the man inside the video who's seen in the act of giving Champi Malish massage, which according to Ravi Srivastava till day before yesterday was authentic physiotherapy in an unauthentic video, but the man has been identified, Deshratan Rigam. How do you take, how is this to be defended by the Aam Aadmi Party at any level?
Abhishek, in fact, this is laughable. A day before this video is authentic, and today it becomes doctored, and by the very same person who's on the channel today. So tomorrow another live will come up, and again, this video will become authentic, and day after that, when another facts come out, it will again become doctored. So this is the kind, once you start lying, you've got to protect that lie by another lie. And therefore, there is a chain of lies, one after the other, whether it is Kejriwal, Manish Sisodia, or for that matter, all the people who are defending the Aam Aadmi Party. Let me tell you, despite so many cases on Satyendra Jain, he continues to be a minister. As Sukesh Chandrasekhar has said and revealed and dropped a bombshell that Kejriwal was in touch with him. Therefore, probably Satyendra Jain knows too much and he will not be touched. The only solution to the entire issue is that he should be transferred out of Delhi prison to some of the neighboring state. And this is where the role of judiciary becomes important. And the judiciary, and please remember, he's under judicial custody, direct supervision of the courts. And therefore, the court seems to be sleeping today. Rather than taking suo motu notice and transferring it, and rather than waiting for anybody's complaint, it is the judiciary's job which can open its gate at midnight for Yaqub Memon is still quiet. And I'm making a very clear and categorical statement out here. And therefore, something needs to be done. People are laughing at our prison system. This Delhi has to be a model prison where every rule and regulation is followed. Here, the jail minister is inside the very jail he controls, and obviously he will get all the facilities. And therefore, this person needs to be transferred, and he will not be removed from the ministership. Let me tell you.
Irfan Trivedi. Deshratan, you made a very important point, in fact, that the jail system is compromised. We are laughing stock. Irfan Trivedi, what are you really defending? It's your government, your department, your minister who's inside. He should have tried to present a model conduct, in fact, by following the jail manual to a T. And here we have a physiotherapy session. And by the way, are you not concerned about the health of your own leader? If there was actual doctor prescription of a proper physiotherapy session to Satyendra Jain, then you are really playing with his health by letting him have this absolutely unscientific massage session inside his prison cell. Irfan Trivedi, don't bring in the Gujarat angle now. First talk about whether you have presented a model conduct.
Arre sir, let me talk na, Baba. Arnav sir, let me talk. Arnav sir, let me talk. Arnav sir, I am so happy that today...
This is Abhishek. Irfan, please go ahead.
Video propaganda party has to leak. So I mean, I am so happy that this video has come by the video propaganda party itself. Now they have to lick their own spits, because initially they were claiming that jail authority is giving them privilege. He is getting VVIP treatment. He is compromising all these things. Sir, look at that. He is not getting medical facilities because of denial and all that. Jail authority is not letting him go to the doctors. So he is just taking treatment from jail inmate. I mean, he is just the person who is just asking that, sir, mujhe kuch wo
come on, Irsan, you know, this is not a comedy session happening.
Irsan, people will deny it, sir.
Irsan, I don't know if you realize. Irsan,
I am so happy because, I mean, these people... oh my God, initially they were shouting, oh my God.
No, Deshrattan, hold on. Deshrattan, hold on. Deshrattan Nigam, hold on.
Sir, he is just a... now they have proved that. They have proved that it is just a sale inmate who is just giving just a support of physiotherapy because he is not able to get this treatment outside the jail in the hospital. So now
Irsan, listen. Irsan, listen. This is national TV. This is national. Irsan.
Sir, this is
Irsan, hold on. No, Deshrattan Nigam, I'll come to you. But Irsan, hold on. This is.
I mean,
this is national news TV. This is not an entertainment channel. You know, had it not been comic, I would have called it tragic. No, had it not been tragic, I would have called it comic. But, you know, Irsan, please understand. We are having a very important discussion on a minister exercising.
They were asking. Sir, they were asking
tragicomic, obviously.
VVIP treatment. Sir, now where is VVIP treatment? Sir, let them clarify where is VVIP treatment. So let them clarify.
This is VVIP treatment. He is not allowed to have this chumpy malish. He is not allowed to have this chumpy malish inside his prison cell. That's why, if he is getting it, it is VIP treatment. Okay, now let me just go to Ellen Rao for a bit. Ellen Rao, you know, you have been, Ellen Rao, you have been in the services. Let me just clear the doubt. Irsan, hold on. Let me just clear the doubt. We have a former IPS officer on our panel today, on our debate today. Mr. Rao, if you can just clear the air. Does this not amount to VVIP treatment when a minister, forget about his being a jail minister, a minister, inside his cell, when the jail manual says that if he needs medical attention, he has to go to the dispensary which is part of the jail premises but not inside the jail cell, or if that particular amenity, facility, treatment is not available inside the dispensary, then he can go under escort or instructions of a court of law to the nearest facility available where Tihar might have some arrangement. But for Satyendra Jain to be getting this chumpy malish, or the physiotherapy as the Aam Aadmi Party still prefers to call it despite the identification of the masseur, does this not amount to a breach of jail manual and not practicing what the Aam Aadmi Party really preaches in terms of value system?
No,
but it has nothing to do with
This is a really mockery of our rules and regulations. Who is speaking? Who is speaking in between? Arnav,
no, please go ahead, Mr. Rao, please go ahead.
To stop, please.
This is Abhishek, Mr. Rao, please go ahead.
This is really a mockery of all jail manual. Yes. It's a mockery of jail manual and all rules and regulations. It cannot be stated as a therapy. As you rightly identified that therapist, so-called therapist is a Rinku, who is a rape accused, Boxo accused, from a case of rape from Jafarpur Kala, Delhi, and then giving this type of treatment, it is definitely a VIP treatment. Not only the massage, he is enjoying the Bisleri water bottles, enjoying the TV facilities, enjoying the meeting with the people in hours. So many hours the people are coming and meeting him, seeing the files, checking the papers, everything, and कितना आराम से ये कर रहे हैं. और उसके बाद when all these things are being said, that he was recommended by the doctor, as you rightly said, if there was a recommendation of a doctor, it should have been under the close supervision of a doctor or a therapist, proper therapist, recognized therapist in the dispensary of the jail. And if this in the dispensary jail there was no facility of therapist, then you have rightly said that he should have been taken to a nearest hospital where the therapy was available. But giving this treatment to
Absolutely,
a VIP culture, it's definitely a mockery, and that should be the. If this is the thing, there are 100,000 people lodged in our jails in India. They are also suffering from the injuries of the bones and all these things. They should also be given the same type of therapy. If they,
No, even more preposterous is the proposition, sir. Even more preposterous is the proposition, sir, that Satyendra Jain was getting physiotherapy in the manner that he was getting, in the light of the fact that even the Indian Association of Physiotherapists, they came out with a statement, and I'm just reading it verbatim. I'm reading it verbatim. It says IAP strongly condemns the statement. I'm coming to you, Akashdeep. I'm coming to you, Akashdeep. I'm coming to you only. The statement made it clear that they strongly condemn the statement of the Aam Aadmi Party minister degrading physiotherapy by comparing it with massage. I'll come to you, sir. Mr. Rao, I'll come to you. You are degrading physiotherapy as a science by comparing it with what is being given to the minister, which is a massage, and it shows the level of education and knowledge about what constitutes the profession of physiotherapy. Just for your understanding, Akashdeep, before you make your comment, this man who's acting as the physiotherapist of Satyendra Jain is, I think, not class 10 pass out even. And to become a physiotherapist, the basic minimum criteria is that you should be a graduate, you should have class 12 with science, and then you should have a Bachelor of Physiotherapy, which is a degree course which runs for at least 4 years. Akashdeep, you are insulting a profession just so that you can wriggle yourself out of a situation, a bad situation you find yourself in.
Abhishek, I'll tell only facts. And what I tell today, I'll be standing by it tomorrow and always. Okay. And only first, foremost, this damaged 53-year-old man in jail, after which his nerve pinched, and then he has gone through 2 surgeries. I'm not saying this has been said in the court. Okay, that information is in court. This person
accepted. Then why play with his health by letting him have a massage with an absolutely untrained masseur?
If you say after this that he's having a 5-star,
I am concerned about Satyendra Jain's health
because he has not lost 28 kilos by getting a 5-star treatment in jail. Okay, so whatever BJP is saying, they are saying lies, jhoot bol rahe. Dusra baat, second point. You are talking about, this, the profession, the criminal, etc., etc. One criminal I want to bring into consideration of Bharatiya Janata Party. A criminal, a convicted criminal by the courts, not an accused, convicted criminal by the courts in Haryana is given Z-class security by the Haryana government and provided 3 paroles in 2021 and 3 in 2022. And they go and drown themselves on the feet of that particular convicted. Just name them.
Okay.
I hope my BJP panelists will name them. Who is that rape convict? Who is that rape convict, madam? Name them. Haryana.
No, I'll come to you. Okay, Akashdeep. The argument is, I'll go to the BJP on that. I'll ask BJP to respond to that. But, and let me get Soumitra and again Shazia on that. But before, let me just try to understand what you are saying. What you are saying is that since it happened in Haryana, so it should be allowed in Tihar jail also. Is that the argument, Akashdeep?
No, it's not the argument. I am saying that if you are saying that this person, Satyendra Jain, is giving VIP treatment, he has lost 28 kilos. I am not saying this has been submitted in the court. You can measure. If he is getting so VIP treatment, he not have gone through this 2 surgeries, nerve pinch, and these all problems.
Shazia, you are so ruthless, Shazia, that you have made Satyendra Jain lose 28 kgs of weight inside the prison.
In fact,
and 2 kgs in the last 2 days alone. That was the petition made by Satyendra Jain's lawyer in the court today. I think something on that would come out tomorrow. But
no, I mean
But you have to answer a charge he made against the Haryana government. Shazia, it's your party's government.
Let me stay. I'll have to speak for that, right? So let me allow me to speak.
So first of all, they have rapists for physiotherapists. I don't know what they have for, detox plans and weight loss, but whatever it is, I mean, it's very effective. So I don't take this very seriously, because just when you think they'll try and say something half sensible,
take it seriously.
They knock themselves out, it's like a self-knockout punch. No, I find it hilarious. I find you quite idiotic, to be honest.
Take it seriously.
No,
you say
seriously.
that don't interrupt. How will I not interrupt you?
मैं हरियाणा की बात क्यों करूं? नहीं मैं दिल्ली की बात क्यों नहीं करूं? नहीं, let me finish again. You're not letting me speak. Abhishek, we can't have a conversation like this, no? You also realize that.
मैं नहीं बोलूंगा. आप continue.
You're repeating yourself, sir.
Okay, Akashdeep, you made your point. Akashdeep, listen to her. Listen to her. If she does not respond to your question, I will ask on your behalf. Listen to her. Go ahead, Shahji. Go ahead. Go ahead, Shahji. Go ahead.
So I just want to tell. So I don't know. I mean, it's most. So the jail minister of Delhi, who's in charge of Delhi prisons under the Act, and the Delhi government runs it. The jail minister inside the jail is shown having this bonhomie and getting this chumpy malish or Swedish massage, I don't know, or a cross between the two, by an inmate who has very serious, charges, POXO charges of having, who's a rapist. And Satyendra Jain is conducting business as usual. I will say it many times, because it's there, because it's just been brought to light, right? So, and now one person says that he's lost a lot of weight. The second person is saying the video is doctored. The third person is saying that this champi malish is a form of physiotherapy. Now, physiotherapists of the world are going to have a revolution soon. Like, physiotherapists of the world unite. This is not physiotherapy. So I don't know to what crazy
Shazia.
And say more and more idiotic things to wrap themselves more and more in these lies, in the corruption. The fact of the matter is that Shazia has money laundering cases, has hawala transactions, and is influencing witnesses. He is the jail minister. So, and it's a matter of great shame, and it's very
Shazia, I have to take this forward. Shazia, I have to.
Shazia, it's very disgusting, to be honest.
Akashdeep, hold on. Shazia.
So I feel it's nauseatingly sick.
Shazia, I am asking you. You have made your point. I am taking it forward. It's a debate which you should be relishing as BJP, because the Aam Aadmi Party is in a bit of a spot and they don't know how to respond. In fact, I thought that today's response from the Aam Aadmi Party was even weaker than the day before yesterday when the footage came. I want Sumitra Goenka, because she is yet to make a comment, and also I will go back to Ravi Srivastava on Sumitra. Whatever has happened over the last 72 hours from the time that the video came and the revelation that the person who is giving physiotherapy to the Aam Aadmi Party minister is actually a POXO accused and not even class 10 pass, so he can't be a physiotherapist. There are going to be political consequences for that. Manish Sisodia thought that the political consequences would be in Gujarat. But it's more likely that the political consequences might be closer home for the Aam Aadmi Party in Delhi, in the Municipal Corporation of Delhi polls. You think that is the reason why Aam Aadmi Party has been a little nervy in terms of its response today?
No, why should it be?
First of all, I think this is a blatant misuse of law. The jail manuals have been set. Ravi ji,
I will give you the opportunity to speak, Ravi Srivastava.
No, why? Let me allow.
Can you please?
Okay, let me answer. Sumitra, hold on, let me answer. Let me answer. Because Ravi is asking me, let me answer. Sumitra, hold on. I will answer. Ravi Srivastava, there is a reason. Why? Because, okay, fine, you are making a fantastic effort as a political party in Gujarat. You are making inroads. I give it to you, right? But your actual power as of now lies in Delhi. Delhi is going to have municipal corporation elections roughly the same time that Gujarat is having its elections. And the kind of perception that gets created with this story, really, this causes headwinds more in Delhi than tailwinds in Gujarat, right? And that is the reason why I say that maybe the costs might be closer home.
Abhishek, this is not a perception. This is a perception created by you.
Also gave
the perception is there of the 3 mountains of the scrap. There is a perception about MCD schools. There is a perception about MCD dispensaries. There is a perception about non-payment of the dues to the MCD workers. There is a perception about the parks. There is a perception about parking. There is a perception about roads. which NCD has bugged up in last 15 years. You people have eaten up 2 lakh crore of rupees of the Delhi public, and you have to respond to it in the vote on 4th of December. You bring out,
there is no defense of what is happening in Tihar jail.
You bring out 10 fake videos like this. Nobody bothers about it. You show it as many times you want. Tickets are being sold. Somebody is getting massage.
Ravi Srivastava.
Public is worried about it. Public is worried about the inflation. Public is worried about the services. Public is not worried your Satyendra Jain massage. You do it now.
Do you think public is not
Ravi
worried that
Ravi Srivastava. Okay, fine.
Massage to a minister
This is a waste
in jail,
this is a
and
waste
the
of
rules have
effort.
been flouted. Do you
Oh,
think
it is irrelevant. Shazia Ilmi, would you want to come on that? He's saying it's irrelevant that a rape accused is giving a massage to Satyendra Jain inside the jail and that it does not create any perception issue for the Aam Aadmi Party.
Why don't you make it? Doesn't matter at all.
This is a shameless defense, Mr. Srivastava, that you're doing.
Why you are debating here? Go to the police station, make a complaint.
Absolutely correct. I tell you why. Abhishek, you know why? Because according to
this is we are Ravi Srivastava, we are debating because
and massaging you is also not wrong. No, he's right. He's right. He's right. These are the Aam Aadmi Party ideals.
You know.
It's correct.
If you are not getting a massage, I am not worried about it.
No, sir, आप सीखे नहीं ज़्यादा और सीखे ना सब मज़ा नहीं आ रहा है.
No. Listen. Okay. Ravi Srivastava. You made your point. You made a brave defense. Shazia is saying it's a shameless defense. I am saying it's a brave defense because Ravi Srivastava, even the Aam Aadmi Party leaders, listen, Shazia, let me complete. Even the Aam Aadmi Party leaders are not really willing to come out and stick their neck on it because most importantly, we don't know. Shazia, let me complete. Because we don't know what might come out tomorrow because we have not seen the end of the story yet. Ravi Srivastava, that's why I'm saying you have done a brave defense. But my only contention, a very small one. I mean, forget about everything else. Forget about the fact that whether it's a physiotherapy or not, or a massage or not, or a political chumpy happening, of the Aam Aadmi Party. But why are you not concerned about the health of your own leader, your own minister? If he has been seriously advised a proper physiotherapy by a doctor,
Abhishek, you asked me a very
then this is not what he's supposed to get.
No, Abhishek, you're
I'm only worried.
No, Abhishek, you
the
asked me a
problem
very
is the
important
other
question.
side.
Can I answer
this
that, please?
BJP leader is giggling, smiling, and laughing at the sickness. God forbid.
Again, you're doing that, Abhishek. Why are you giving? He's spoken so much. He's given such a great speech.
And then have it again.
He'll be getting a little ticket or discount. He will be getting a ticket for not 80 lakhs. They will give him a discount for this hard work he's doing. But can I come in now? You've done your shouting, sir. हो गया आपका. आपका चीखने चिल्लाने का time हो गया. Can I come
last words. I only have.
Abhishek, can I come in, please?
Go ahead. I will give last word to. Go ahead. Shazia, Ravi Srivastava, you are absolutely monopolizing the debate, Ravi Srivastava. Hold on.
No, nothing is wrong.
Second last word to Shazia, and then.
There is nothing wrong. He is right.
Shazia, finish your point quickly.
I agree totally with Ravi Srivastava. I agree. I agree with Ravi Srivastava. For him and his party, money laundering is not wrong. Buying land illegally is not wrong. Hawala dealings are not wrong. Dealing with liquor mafia, fleecing Delhi is not wrong. And yes, getting a massages, a Swedish massage from a rapist is not wrong. Those are the ideals of Aam Aadmi Party, and Ravi Srivastava is a fine example, is a shining example, and a beacon of those lovely ideals. So I think for him there is no dissonance at all, and he is really in the right party with the right people. Except that it's very sleazy.
Okay, Shazia, you made your point. I wish
nauseating for the rest of us. Thank you.
Okay. Shazia, you made your point. Ravi Srivastava, as always, very combative, and in this case. Okay, Sumitra, quickly.
If you remember, Mr. Kejriwal had also gifted a sewing machine to Nirbhaya's rapist. So this is, I think they have a fascination for rapists, Do you think Mr. Satyendra Jain was not aware that the guy who is giving him the massage is a rapist?
Oh
this
my
is so
God!
insensitive.
Central government has made this point, and any chief minister, I mean, who is supposed to give these things. I mean, it is the central government planning.
Let us not bring the central government here. Aap talks about governance. Let us have a proper governance.
Why are you just bringing central government's problem to the state government, madam? Why you are just bringing central government's issue to the state government?
Okay. Let's end it here. Let's end it here for the day. I'll ask. Thank you so much, all my guests: Shazia Ilmi, Deshratan Nigam, Sumitra Goenka, Ellen Rao, Ravi Srivastav, Irsan Trivedi, and of course Akash Deponi. Let's end this debate for the day. But of course, it's not going to end anytime soon. There might be more stories coming out on what Satyendra Jain is getting inside the jail, and I'm sure a few more days you're going to see this story really be on your screens and trend, and we'll be back on that story perhaps even tomorrow. Thank you so much for watching, but we have to move on with the next debate. And ladies and gentlemen, just days to go before Gujarat elections, and it's a massive controversy in Gujarat. First, she made the cash for tickets allegations and now joined the BJP. That's Kamini Ba, and already on the back foot. Can Congress defend its fort in these elections? Here are the developments, and then we come back to debate.
Nine days to polling. The ticket distribution is done. Now, former Congress MLA Kamini Ba has resigned from the party, making scathing allegations of tickets being sold for 1 crore rupees.
सर्वे में आने के बाद भी अगर मेरे साथ ऐसा होता है, जब मुझे पता था कि सर्वे रिपोर्ट दिल्ली से किया गया था, 25-25 लाख रुपए खर्च के ये रिपोर्ट्स किया गया था, तो सारे पैसे की बर्बादी है, बस लेन देन का व्यापार ही चल रहा है। बहुत दुखदायक बात तो ये है कि कई सीटों पे ऐसा हुआ है, मगर उनके साथ ऑथेंटिक पुरावे ना होने की वजह से, या तो फिर उनको कांग्रेस में रहने की वजह से उन्होंने ये बात को इतना खुल के बाहर नहीं लाया। और मुझे शायद मैं पार्टी में रहती भी, और अगर ना भी रहती तो मैं ये पार्टी के लिए जो गलत चीज़ थी उसको मैंने खुल के बाहर लाया, इसलिए मुझे इस बात का कोई भी दुख नहीं है।
Rahul Gandhi, who is walking around in the name of Bharat Jodo, has a lot of explaining to do. Let's debate.
आ गया। Shazia Ilmi remains with us from the earlier debate, and Lokesh Jindal is going to represent the Congress party, and Kamini Ba in fact joins us live from Ahmedabad. She's just joined the BJP days after making those charges against Congress's Gujarat president, in fact Jagdish Thakur, that he had sought money for the ticket. She's former Degam MLA. कामिनी बा, आप अगर मेरी आवाज सुन पा रही हैं, आपने इल्जाम लगाया कुछ दिन पहले जगदीश ठाकुर पे, और आपके दहगाम के ही वो हैं, और उसके बाद आप आज भारतीय जनता पार्टी में चली गई। तो ऐसा है कि आपने सिर्फ क्योंकि आपको भारतीय जनता पार्टी में जाना था इसलिए आपने ये इल्जाम लगाया और आज आप पार्टी में आ गई, या सही में आपसे पैसे मांगे थे और आपको देने पड़े थे, या आपने निर्णय लिया कि आपको नहीं देने इसलिए आपने पार्टी चेंज करी?
मैं जानती थी मेरे ज्वाइन होने के बाद पक्का ये प्रश्न मेरे पे आएगा, या तो मीडिया चैनल के मार्फत पे आएगा या तो फिर पार्टी से आएगा। तो पहले मैं ये बताना चाहूँगी कि मेरा भारतीय जनता पार्टी में ज्वाइन करने का रीज़न मेरी टिकट कटना, ये हंगामा करने के बाद मैं पार्टी ज्वाइन करूँ, ये मेरा कोई ऐसा कोई रीज़न ही नहीं था। जबकि मैंने हर चीज़ पार्टी को खुल के बताई थी, जिस नंबर से मेरे पे फ़ोन आए थे, जहां मैं उनको मिली थी, ये भाई भाविन भाई करके कौन थे, ये सारी बातें और नंबर सब मैंने हमारी पार्टी के एक बड़े से लीडर को दे दिया था। उसके बावजूद भी कुछ कार्यवाही नहीं की गई, बल्कि मेरे पे इल्ज़ाम उन्होंने लगाया है कि मैं पार्टी को बदनाम किए जा रही हूँ। अगर मैं पार्टी को बदनाम किए जा रही हूँ तो ये भाविन भाई कौन है, और ये जो आवाज़ है उसका FSL करवा ले, पूरी बात दूध का दही और पानी का पानी हो जाएगा। जबकि ये बात को सही में बाहर लाने की जगह इन लोगों ने मुझे कोर्ट में नोटिस फटकारने तक की बात गुजरात प्रदेश अध्यक्ष से कर डाली। उन्होंने मुझे बताया कि मेरे सामने आए, मुझसे मिले, मुझसे मिलके पूरी बात की चर्चा की जाए तो मुझे पता चले कि ये बात अगर है क्या। तो जब प्रदेश प्रमुख जी ऐसा बोल रहे थे, लगातार मैं उनको कॉल किए जा रही थी, मेरा कॉल वो उठा नहीं रहे थे, और जब मुझे बदनाम करने के लिए गुजरात प्रदेश के अध्यक्ष जितना जोर लगा रहे थे, मेरी टिकट काटने के लिए भी जो उन्होंने जोर लगाया, जबकि मुझे जानने में ये आया है कि हर जगह से मेरी चाहे टिकट के लिए जो भी पार्टी की पॉलिसी रही जाती है, जो सर्वे होता है, उन सब में मैं सबसे आगे थी। तो मेरा टिकट काटने का रीजन क्या था? जगदीश भाई ठाकुर साहब मुझे टिकट क्यों देना नहीं चाहते थे? क्यों मेरी टिकट के लिए उन्होंने इतना बखेड़ा किया? जी जी
नहीं कामिनी, बात समझने की ये है, मैं डिबेट शुरू करूं उससे पहले कि ये टिकट का बखेड़ा हुआ, आपको टिकट नहीं मिलने वाली थी, इसीलिए ये सब हुआ क्योंकि जगदीश ठाकुर भी देगाम के हैं और हो सकता है उनको टिकट चाहिए हो वहां, इसलिए उन्होंने या उनके लोगों ने ऐसा किया हो। पर आपने पार्टी में किस स्तर पर जाकर शिकायत करी, किस स्तर पर जाकर, अगर जगदीश ठाकुर आपका फोन नहीं उठा रहे तो आपने किससे बात करी और आपकी जो भी समस्या थी उसका कोई सुनवाई हुआ?
मुझे कुछ आवाज नहीं आ रही।
ये मैं करीबन मुझे याद है तब तक ये मुझे करीबन याद है तब तक मैं तीसरी बार बता रही हूँ कि मेरी टिकट कटने से पहले ये जो मेरे साथ हो रहा था, टिकट की लिए मुझे जो पैसे मांगने की जो बात छिड़ी गई थी, गुजरात प्रदेश के पूर्व अध्यक्ष आदरणीय अर्जुन भाई मोढवारिया जी से मैंने टेलीफोनिक बात की थी, पूरी बात मैंने उनको समझाई थी। उसके बाद मैं लगातार फ़ोन किए जा रही थी, मेरा फ़ोन जगदीश भाई ठाकुर साहब नहीं उठा रहे थे, तब मेरी टिकट ना ही कटी थी, ना ही टिकट के लिए किसी का नाम आगे आया था। और दूसरी बात, मेरा भारतीय जनता पार्टी में जाने का रीज़न, मेरी टिकट कट गई, मैंने ये हंगामा किया, हंगामा करने के बाद मुझे भारतीय जनता पार्टी ज्वाइन करना था, ये बात नहीं थी। मैं हंगामा नहीं चाहती थी। अगर मैं हंगामा चाहती तो जिस दिन मेरी टिकट कटी उसी दिन नाइट को सिर्फ मैंने ये ऑडियो मीडिया में दिया था। उसके पहले सारी बात मैंने बताई थी पार्टी के बड़े लीडर पूर्व अध्यक्ष जी को। उसके बाद मेरा फ़ोन नहीं उठाने के कारण मुझे लगा कि मुझे अब ऐसी बात जो है पार्टी का जो टिकट का रिकॉर्डिंग है मुझे मीडिया में देना चाहिए। चाहती मैं बदनामी करना तो जो नंबर था वो नंबर भी मैं दे सकती थी, किससे क्या बात हुई ये सब चीज़ मैं कर सकती थी। ऊपर से मुझे बोला जा रहा था कि आप FIR कर दो, मुझे FIR करने में कोई दिक्कत नहीं थी। फिर भी मेरे दिल में ऐसा था कि नहीं, मैं अगर FIR करती हूँ किस किस का नाम खुलेगा, कौन कौन इसमें शामिल हो गए। तो जबकि मैं पार्टी से विनती किए जा रही थी कि आप इसकी तपास करो, आप इसकी जांच करो, आप मुझे बुलाओ, मगर फिर भी लगातार मुझे इग्नोर किया जा रहा था। दूसरे दिन मीडिया में, पेपर में आता है, न्यूज़ प्रिंट मीडिया में आ रहा है कि मुझ पे ऊपर से केस ठोक रहे हैं। तो ये भैया कहाँ से न्याय हुआ? मैंने भारतीय जनता पार्टी ज्वाइन की, उसका रीजन ये था कि जहां मुझे न्याय नहीं मिल रहा उस पार्टी में रह के मैं करूंगी क्या? एक महिला होके जब इतना पार्टी के लिए लड़ रही थी, काम कर रही थी, हम जैसी महिलाओं की कदर जब ये गुजरात प्रदेश के कांग्रेस के अध्यक्ष करना ही नहीं चाहते थे, मेरे टिकट के लिए वो बखेड़ा करना चाहते थे, दहगांव जो यहाँ से वो लड़के गए थे वो दहगांव को वो अपनी मुट्ठी में करना चाहते थे, तो कब तक मैं ये अत्याचार सहन करती? जब से वो प्रदेश प्रमुख बने हैं तब से पूरा संगठन उन्होंने चेंज कर दिया। जो पार्टी में सस्पेंड किए गए लोग थे 6 साल के लिए, जिसका सस्पेंशन 2023 में खत्म हो रहा है, ऐसे लोगों को पार्टी का अध्यक्ष उन्होंने बना दिया। यहाँ तालुका के अध्यक्ष जो बनाए गए थे वो भी 6 साल के लिए सस्पेंड थे, उसको इतना बड़ा पद दे दिया। तो मैं ये सोच रही थी कि पार्टी के अध्यक्ष दहगांव में ये जो संगठन से लेके पूरी टीम जो इकट्ठा कर रहे थे हाँ, तो पहले से उनकी सोच थी कि जो भी मैं संगठन रखूं वो सब मेरे अंडर में हो। जी जी जी।
चलिए, आपकी सुनवाई नहीं हुई और कुछ लोगों ने मिलकर ऐसा कोशिश किया कि आपको टिकट ना मिले, पर अब यह है कि आप भारतीय जनता पार्टी में आ गई हैं, टिकट तो आपको यहां भी नहीं मिलेगी क्योंकि टिकट सब बट चुकी हैं और चुनाव हो रहा है। तो अब आप ना तो कांग्रेस से चुनाव लड़ रही हैं, ना भारतीय जनता पार्टी से चुनाव लड़ रही हैं, तो उसके बारे में आपका मन क्या है?
जी, पहले तो भैया मैंने ना टिकट के लिए बखेड़ा किया है, ना मुझे भारतीय जनता पार्टी से टिकट चाहिए थी, ना ही मुझे ऐसा था कि मुझे कांग्रेस से ही टिकट लेनी है। पहली बात बता दूं, जब पहली बार मैं नाराज हुई थी संगठन के प्रश्न को लेके, तब भी बहुत हंगामा हुआ था। मैंने पार्टी को तब भी बताया था कि आपने जो यहाँ के अध्यक्ष रखे हैं, बिना यहाँ के कार्यकर्ताओं को, बिना यहाँ के जो कांग्रेस के प्रखर आगेवान है, उनको विश्वास में लिए बिना 6 साल के लिए जिसको सस्पेंड किया था, पार्टी ने उसको वापस ले लिया। चलो मैं मानती हूं कि पार्टी ने उसको वापस ले लिया, मगर पार्टी में इतनी बड़ी जिम्मेदारी हम कैसे दे सकते? 2017 में जिस इंसान ने विधानसभा हराने का काम किया हो, उस बंदे को पार्टी का करता हरता देगांव का बना देते। उस टाइम भी मैं नाराज हुई थी। अगर मुझे टिकट चाहिए था तो मैं उस टाइम भी पार्टी छोड़ देती, उस टाइम भी पार्टी छोड़ के मैं भारतीय जनता पार्टी में चली जाती और वहां से टिकट मांगती। रही बात, फिर भी मैंने लेट गो किया कि चलो पार्टी में टीम इकट्ठा करके काम करना चाहते हैं, जो लोग नाराज है उसको लेना चाहते। उसी टाइम मैंने कार्यकर्ताओं को भैया मनाया था।
ठीक है।
और रही बात मुझे टिकट के लिए भारतीय जनता पार्टी के में क्या काम करूंगी, कांग्रेस में मैं क्या काम करूंगी, तो मैं मजबूत। जी जी
ठीक है। कामिनी बा, आपका हमने पूरी कहानी सुनी। और अभी मेरे साथ कांग्रेस पार्टी के लिए बोलने के लिए लोकेश जिंदल हैं और बीजेपी की शाजिया इल्मी हैं। आप तो अब भारतीय जनता पार्टी में आई गई हैं, बट मुझे थोड़ा डिबेट करना है कामिनी बा, क्योंकि आपने जो मुद्दे उठाए हैं कांग्रेस पार्टी के कैश फॉर टिकट्स वाले, उसके बारे में थोड़ी चर्चा करनी पड़ेगी। शाजिया इल्मी, आई अंडरस्टैंड गुजरात अ बिट एंड कांग्रेस पार्टी इज रियली इन डोल्ड्रम्स। इन दैट सिचुएशन, Shazia, for these kind of allegations to really come out are not an embarrassment. It's in fact very symptomatic of the state of affairs of the Congress party in Gujarat. They are almost like a nowhere party in the state after having been out of power for 3 decades. And I think clearly you would be satisfied that the opposition is this kind of disarray in Gujarat, Shazia?
First of all, I would like to salute the courage of Kamini ji. I like women like her, women who work hard, women who, on the basis of merit, have made their place. It doesn't matter if she was in the Congress party or if she's now in the BJP party. But the fact that you feel disrespected, that you're not given your due, that there is no way you can communicate with your president or others. So this is not the first time that anybody in the Congress party has experienced this kind of lack of respect. And this lady says, कामनी जी बकायदा बताती हैं और बहुत ही अच्छे तथ्यों के साथ, मतलब उसमें कोई भी जो योग्य इंसान होगा जो काम कर रहा है धरातल पर, वो जानता है सब चीज़ें, और उन्होंने बाकायदा डिटेल में बताया है कि क्या क्या रहे हैं इनके वजूहात। तो अगर आप उस पर गौर करेंगे, यू विल रियलाइज दैट कांग्रेस हैज अ लॉट ऑफ थिंकिंग टू डू, and it's not good to let leaders who've been with the party for long and good, strong women like her who are capable, to let them go and leave with such a bad taste in the mouth and feeling so terrible about their political affiliation, as most of them have been made to feel.
Yeah, look, Shazia, that's very important. But since we have someone speaking for the Congress party, I would want that view also. Because, Lokesh, in a typical debate, you would say, oh, this is doctored audio, this is doctored video, this is all motivated because she was denied ticket. That's why Kamini Ba, before coming to the BJP as part of some deal, threw some mud on Congress party. But Lokesh, this is Gujarat. If you read the state closely, as I do, this does not really look good on the Congress party. You have been out of power for 3 decades and there is absolute no visible leadership on the ground. And for a woman to be making this kind of charge backed with proof by way of, tapes and audio, evidence. I think Congress party really needs to do some serious introspection, even in the midst of this Gujarat poll, if they really have to, salvage the situation for themselves.
Look what Congress means to its worker. It's not merely a political party, but it's a political ideology. We stand for an idea of justice. We stand for the justice for the tribals. We stand for the ideology of humanity, and so as to stand for those who are vulnerable sections of the society. So it's not some form of a political opportunism that is somewhat, it's not some form of a platform that is meant to satisfy somebody's political aspiration. It is an idea of right or wrong.
Lokesh!
Now, an individual is free to take
Can you get to brass tacks?
on her own.
Are you not in the business of
Allow me to complete.
fighting, contesting and winning elections if you are only going to be an ideological platform?
No, let me tell you.
Are you suggesting? Okay, I'm letting you complete. I'm just putting a proposition. I'm letting you complete a proposition. Are you a left ideological version of the RSS, not in the business of contesting elections like the RSS says? Because if you have to contest elections, if you are in the business of getting into power to implement your ideology, then you have to have a party machinery which really looks into these aspects very seriously.
The BJP, it had installed Statue of Unity in Kevadia. And that Statue of Unity was nothing but some form of a cover over its inability so as to do for the tribals which it had promised. And we all know in 2017 what happened. The BJP lost miserably in Kevadia, despite all that Statue of Unity which it installed. And the same thing is going to happen again, because in Gujarat, the tribal, the marginalized sections of society, the ordinary vulnerable farmer is still living with the apathy of the state. The salt farmer does not have any form of a sunwai. Same happens with the Patels in the Saurashtra region, in the Rajkot region. What is happening to the tribal, nobody knows. There is no compensation. There is no land that is given to them. There is no job given to them.
Absolutely. Lokesh, that's a giveaway. Shazia, that's a giveaway. Shazia, that's a giveaway. Okay, Lokesh, listen, I was not talking about development. Shazia, it's a giveaway, unfortunately, for the Congress party. Hold on, Lokesh, hold on. We were not talking about Gujarat model, development, BJP. Lokesh, this is an issue on which, seriously, the Congress party really needs to introspect. Till it does, we have to see, how it pans out in Gujarat. This is all we had in the 10 p.m. This is all we had in this edition of 10 p.m. debate. Arnab is back tomorrow, of course. Thanks for watching. On the other side, Live and Breaking is back.
used a Hindu identity, misled people to carry out his ugly plot. Details emerged that Shaik's terror plot against Hindu leaders. ISIS module setup, main handler focused on South India recruits. The ISIS alarm is real in South India. 3 days after Republic broke the Tihar tapes, Republic gets another scoop. The Aam Aadmi Party claimed physiotherapist is a rape accused. Yesterday, Kejriwal reiterated the physiotherapist defense. But can Kejriwal still defend his tainted jail minister and the whole mockery of law? In a setback to Congress, days after cash for ticket exposed, former leader Kamini Ba joins BJP. Fresh escalation between Assam and Meghalaya with at least 4 people dying in a fighting incident. Internet services suspended in Meghalaya.
What started with this blast in an auto rickshaw in Mangaluru on Saturday has unraveled as a major terror plot.
So now his immediate handler was Arafat Ali, who is accused in this Mangalore North Police Station case and Mangalore East Police Station case. And apart from that, he was in touch with one Musawwir Hussain, who also happens to be an accused person in Sudgante Palya 10/20 UAPA case, the case which was supposed to be this Al-Hind module that was called.
With leads from Tamil Nadu,
Surendra was staying more than 1 month like that, I think. We don't know Sharik, but in the name of Gauri, one fellow from Karnataka, he is staying on 3rd September. On that day, Surendra was staying in the next bed. It is a common bed. It is a common hall.
leads in Kochi.
Right now, I am outside the suburbs of Kochi in a place called Aluva. And at Aluva, near this, I am right now standing at the KSRTC bus stand. And here, next to the bus stand, just behind me, you can see a huge building over here. This huge building is where the accused in the Mangaluru blast, Sharik, had stayed. This is what the police sources are indicating to us.
Leads in Shivamoga.
The aim of this blast was much bigger. They had an high intensity. They were planning to do an high intensity blast, but then we also see that this 3-liter cooker, which had IED in it and which blasted on Saturday, had a full of gelatin, had gel in it, and also later they had plans that they were planning to do a bigger blast.
Republic spoke to the father of the alleged Dubai-based handler Mateen.
ಸರಿ ದಾರಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಜೀವನ ನಡೆಸಬೇಕು ಬಂದು ಏನು ಸಂದೇಶ ಕೊಡೋದು ಎಲ್ಲಿದೆಯಪ್ಪ ಬಂದುಬಿಡು ಒಳ್ಳೆ ದಾರಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಜೀವನ ನಡೆಸಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಬಾ ಸರಿ ದಾರಿ ಅಂತ.
It is being learnt that Sharik had gone on to assume the identity of a Hindu, and he had also wanted to plant the bomb assuming this particular identity. Not only this, he had also gone to Coimbatore, posed as a Hindu in the name of Arun Kumar Gauli as well, and he had used fake Aadhaar ID cards.
So ಹಿಂದುತ್ವನ ಒಂದು ಅಸ್ತ್ರವಾಗಿ ಬಳಸ್ಕೊಂತಿದ್ರ ಇವರೆಲ್ಲ.
ಖಂಡಿತ ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ ಬೇರೆ ಇನ್ನೇನಿದೆ, ಅದನ್ನೇ ಅಸ್ತ್ರ. ಮತ್ತು ನಾವೇನೋ ಧರ್ಮಕ್ಕೆ ಒಳ್ಳೇದು ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ಬೇರೆ ಧರ್ಮದವ್ರನ್ನ ರಕ್ತಪಾತ ಮಾಡುವಂಥದ್ದು, ಕೊಲೆ ಮಾಡುವಂಥದ್ದು, ಇದನ್ನು ಮಾಡುವಂಥ ವಿಕೃತ ಮನೋಭಾವದಿಂದ ಇವರು ಧರ್ಮ ರಕ್ಷಕರು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ಹೊರಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ.
The Karnataka Chief Minister says the plot is much bigger.
ಗಂಭೀರವಾಗಿ ತೆಗೆದುಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದೀವಿ. ಈಗಾಗಲೇ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಿರಲಿ, ನಮ್ಮ ಕರ್ನಾಟಕ ಪೊಲೀಸು ಸುಮಾರು 18 ಸ್ಲೀಪರ್ ಸೆಲ್ಗಳನ್ನು ಹಿಡಿದು ತಿಹಾರ್ ಜೈಲಲ್ಲಿ ಕಳಿಸಿದ್ದೇವೆ ಈಗಾಗಲೇ ನಾವು. ಆದರೂ ಕೂಡ ಅವರು ತಮ್ಮ ನಿಯಂತ್ರಣವಾಗಿರುವಂಥ ಪ್ರಯತ್ನಗಳನ್ನು ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. ಹೊರ ರಾಜ್ಯದಿಂದ ಕನೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಇಟ್ಕೊಂಡು ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಕೆಲವರು ಕಾರ್ಯಾಚರಣೆ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ ಮತ್ತು ಹೊರ ರಾಜ್ಯದಿಂದ ಬರುವಂಥದ್ದನ್ನು ಕೂಡ ನಾವು ಈಗಾಗಲೇ ಹಿಡಿದಿದ್ದೇವೆ. ಇದು ಅತ್ಯಂತ ದೇಶದ ಸುರಕ್ಷತೆ ದೃಷ್ಟಿಯಿಂದ ಗಂಭೀರವಾಗಿ ನಾವು ತೆಗೆದುಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದೇವೆ. ಮತ್ತು ಏನೋ ಅವನು ಸಿಕ್ಕಿದ್ದಾನೆ, 24 ಗಂಟೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಅವನ ನಿಜವಾದಂಥ ಹೆಸರು, ನಿಜವಾದ ಕನೆಕ್ಷನ್ಸು ಎಲ್ಲವೂ ಕೂಡ ಸಿಕ್ಕಿದ್ರಿಂದ ಇದರ ಹಿಂದೆ ಇರುವಂಥ ಯಾವುದು ಸಂಸ್ಥೆ ಇದೆ, ಟೆರರ್ ಸಂಸ್ಥೆ, ಅಂತಾರಾಷ್ಟ್ರೀಯ ಮಟ್ಟದಿರ್ಬೋದು, ನ್ಯಾಷನಲ್ ಲೆವೆಲಲ್ಲಿ ಇರ್ಬೋದು, ಅದನ್ನು ಭೇದಿಸೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಈಗಾಗಲೇ NIA ಕ್ರಮಗಳನ್ನು ತೆಗೆದುಕೊಂಡು.
The evidence is immense. This time it cannot be brushed under the rug. Bureau Report, Republic TV. Inside one of the largest prison complexes in the world sits a money laundering accused minister getting a massage. After Republic TV put out the videos of the personalized spa experience with a relaxing leg massage, traditional champis and soothing hand massages that the jailed jail minister was getting, the Aam Aadmi Party tried to call it physiotherapy.
डॉक्टर ने लिख के दिया है कि उनको रेगुलर फिजियोथेरेपी की ज़रूरत है। लगातार मेडिकल रिपोर्ट्स में डॉक्टर्स ने लिख के दिया है कि उनको रेगुलर फिजियोथेरेपी की ज़रूरत है। किसी की बीमारी और किसी के इलाज को इस हद तक घटिया पने पर उतरकर उस पर राजनीति करना, ये महारत केवल भारतीय जनता पार्टी को आती है। भारतीय जनता पार्टी के अलावा मुझे नहीं लगता कि दुनिया में कोई और कर सकता है इस तरह का घटिया काम।
Arvind Kejriwal tried to play it all down.
मैं यही कहना चाहता हूँ, वो वीडियो में वो कह रहे हैं कि वो कोई मसाज करा रहा है, वीआईपी ट्रीटमेंट है। वो फिजियोथेरेपी कर रहा है, डॉक्टर ने उनको रिकमेंड किया था। अमित शाह जी जब यहाँ के मंत्री थे गुजरात में, वो जब जेल में थे, उनको वीआईपी ट्रीटमेंट जो मिला था यहाँ पे जेल में गुजरात में, ऐसा कोई वीआईपी ट्रीटमेंट सत्येंद्र जैन को नहीं मिल रहा। आप पता कर लीजिए यहाँ पे अमित शाह को क्या वीआईपी ट्रीटमेंट मिलता था।
Physiotherapists are calling out the narrative.
Honorable Chief Minister of Delhi also saying the same thing, that it is physiotherapy, and of course Mr. Manish Sisodia also said the same thing. From the side of IAP, I strongly condemn this particular act, and I want the CM and Deputy CM both should at least say this, that they have done a mistake.
And now the BJP claims a rape accused under the POCSO Act was giving the massage.
धारा 6 पॉक्सो एक्ट की 376 इंडियन पीनल कोड का और तमाम और धाराएं हैं जिसका मुकदमा इस पे चल रहा है। ये अभियुक्त दूसरे अभियुक्त कट्टर बेईमान को मसाज कैसे दे रहा है? क्या ये नहीं दिखाता कि वीवीआईपी कल्चर तो एक बात है, किस तरह से एक मंत्री जिसको अरविंद केजरीवाल का संरक्षण प्राप्त है, कानून की अनदेखी करता है, उसे तार-तार करता है।
Arvind Kejriwal has a lot to explain tonight. Let's debate.
It indeed is a landmark moment for Australia and India, and I'd like to compliment and congratulate Prime Minister Narendra Modi and Prime Minister Mr. Anthony Albanese for achieving this very significant milestone today. With the approval of both houses of parliament, now they only need to go to the Executive Council, which is somewhat like our cabinet, and we have to go to our cabinet. Both of these processes will happen in the next few days. As was just now informed, these are two democracies with very shared interests on the world stage. We have very strong bonds of friendship at every level, government, business and people to people.
Mass conversion incident has come to light from Rajasthan's Bharatpur. Visuals on your screens of the mass conversion. It was a mass wedding event where the mass conversion took place. 11 Hindu couples were converted to Buddhism at the event. Rajasthan BJP President Satish Punia hit out at the Rajasthan government and said that the Congress is only worried about vote bank and is trying to break the society.
देखिए, धर्म, अध्यात्म, संस्कृति और परंपरा ये भारत के सनातन हिंदू समाज की एक विशेषता रही है और पिछले कुछ अरसे से इस पूरे व्यवस्था पर एक तरीके के सांस्कृतिक आक्रमण की कोशिश है जो किसी इस्लामिक और किसी मिशनरी के कन्वर्जन से भी ज़्यादा खतरनाक है.
With the fresh incident, conversions remain biggest flashpoint in the state of Rajasthan. Bureau Report, Republic TV.
A major twist came in the Mangaluru blast case wherein the accused Sharik hid his identity and posed as a Hindu on messaging apps such as WhatsApp, having an image of Isha Foundation in his display picture. Exclusive sources have also stated to Republic that Sharik had planned to plant the pressure cooker at the Pumpwell flyover in the city with the attack planned in the evening at the time of highest traffic. Police sources also indicate Sharif to have stayed in Kerala. A lodge has been located where the accused in the Mangaluru blast stayed. After searching several lodges in the area, this particular place has been confirmed. As per investigation, Sharik was staying in a lodge in Gandhipuram in Coimbatore in September. The lodge has now been locked and police have summoned the owners for further investigation. Investigations are ongoing to find India's most wanted terrorist Mateen, although his father stated that they haven't been in touch with him since the blast. The AAP's physiotherapy defense of Satyendra Jain's massage is now being questioned as one of the masseurs is reported to be a rapist, a person named Rinku who is charged under Section 6 of the IPC, of the POCSO Act. The BJP at a press conference demanded apology following the development of one of the masseurs, Rinku, being a POCSO accused under trial. The BJP accused the AAP of engaging in a barter system of providing services in turn for protection.
सत्येंद्र जैन के मसाज से पूरा लोकतंत्र भारत का शर्मसार हुआ था और तब हमने कहा था ये आम आदमी पार्टी नहीं है, ये स्पा मसाज पार्टी है। कोई और राजनीतिक दल होता और इतना शर्मसार करने वाला कृत्य कि जेल की सलाखों के पीछे एक भ्रष्टाचारी कट्टर बेईमान मंत्री का मसाज होता है।
Speaking at a press conference, AAP leaders stated that they would have a look at all listings and allegations being produced by the BJP against Satyendra Jain. They claimed as this to be nothing more than a poll stunt.
देखिए, पहली बात कि भारतीय जनता पार्टी को सबसे पहले एक बार अमित शाह जी जब बंद थे गुजरात के जेल में, स्पेशल जेल बनी थी। ना तो इतिहास में भारत के अंदर किसी को वो सुविधा मिली, स्पेशल ट्रीटमेंट ना मिल सकती है। एक बार ऑन रिकॉर्ड है, सीबीआई ने ऑन रिकॉर्ड पेपर दर्ज किया हुआ है।
We finally have a minister's voice on the ongoing Zakir Naik controversy. Union Petroleum Minister Hardeep Singh Puri, while being asked about Zakir, stated that Naik was a Malay national whom he had limited information about and that his personal views about him were a different matter. He further stated that he was pretty sure India would take the situation forward.
I'm sure India took it up and will take it up, but the point is he's a Malaysian national, yeah. I mean, he's a Malaysian national, you invite him to somewhere, etc. Whether they knew, I have no knowledge of that. I have as much access to information as you are. You can ask me my views on Zakir Naik. My views and your views are the same on that.
Republic spoke to Kalyan Chaube, president of the All India Football Federation, who's currently in Doha, Qatar for the FIFA World Cup 2022. Chaube spoke about the Indian team but refused to say anything on Zakir Naik.
I being the heading Indian Football Federation, and I'm right now in Qatar and representing India in World Forum, so I cannot comment anything on media regarding this. If there is anything to say, I will speak internally. When you are in a chair, you cannot share your personal thought or own thought. I will speak only what the government of India or Indian Football Federation believe or need to be said. So right now I am holding my comment. I'm not saying anything on this particular issue. I can only say that football has many good things to be discussed.
Nine days to polling. distribution is done. Now, former Congress MLA Kamini Ba has resigned from the party, making scathing allegations of tickets being sold for 1 crore rupees.
सर्वे में आने के बाद भी अगर मेरे साथ ऐसा होता है, जब मुझे पता था कि सर्वे रिपोर्ट दिल्ली से किया गया था, 25-25 लाख रुपए खर्च की ये रिपोर्ट्स किया गया था, तो सारे पैसे की बर्बादी है, बस लेन देन का व्यापार ही चल रहा है। बहुत दुखदायक बात तो ये है कि कई सीटों पे ऐसा हुआ है, मगर उनके साथ ऑथेंटिक पुरावे ना होने की वजह से, या तो फिर उनको कांग्रेस में रहने की वजह से उन्होंने ये बात को इतना खुल के बाहर नहीं लाया। और मुझे शायद मैं पार्टी में रहती भी, और अगर ना भी रहती तो मैं ये पार्टी के लिए जो गलत चीज़ थी उसको मैंने खुल के बाहर लाया, इसलिए मुझे इस बात का कोई भी दुख नहीं है।
Rahul Gandhi, who is walking around in the name of Bharat Jodo, has a lot of explaining to do.
Visuals on your screen from Chhattisgarh's Garyaban. A clash broke out between the villagers and policemen. Stones were pelted. Several vehicles were vandalized. And there was a massive face-off. The clash broke out after police tried to stop a protest by the villagers demanding new paddy purchase centers. Hundreds of villagers had gathered to hold a chakka jam, and when police attempted to stop them, these were the scenes.
लोगों को समझाने का प्रयास किया गया, क्योंकि लोग सुबह से बैठे हुए थे और गाड़ियों का जाम लगा हुआ था, तो लोगों को साइड किया जा रहा था। इसी दौरान लोग उग्र हो गए और धक्काबाजी करने लगे।
At least 3 police personnel were injured in the clash, and the situation was brought under control only after police personnel from other police stations arrived at the scene. Bureau Report, Republic TV.
It's been 2 days since reports emerged of Zakir Naik's presence in Qatar for Football World Cup. While the MEA is yet to release a statement, Union Minister Hardeep Singh Puri has said that a firm stand will be taken.
I'm sure India took it up and will take it up, but the point is he's a Malaysian national, yeah. I mean, he's a Malaysian national, you invite him to somewhere, etc. Whether they knew, I have no knowledge of that. I have as much access to information as you have. You can ask me my views on Zakir Naik. My views and your views are the same on that.
Sources say that the Indian government is formulating a response, and Indian football associations that are in Qatar for the World Cup are non-committal on the issue.
See, since I'm heading a national football federation, and there are certain protocol and restriction that I cannot comment on this. And I, being an ex-football player, I also support unity through football. So if anything is divisive, that should not be encouraged.
He is banned from entering United Kingdom, Singapore and Canada. He is accused of radicalizing terrorists involved in Bangladesh and Sri Lanka attack. Can the West turn a blind eye to Zakir Naik's presence at the biggest sporting event? Will the Indian government take a rough stand and raise issue with Qatar? Let's debate.
आपने बोला कि सर्वे के बाद कॉम्पिटिटर की बात बोली, अच्छे इंसान की बात बोली, वो तो गुजरात प्रदेश कांग्रेस समिति के लिए कुछ मायने ही नहीं रखता, क्योंकि सर्वे में आने के बाद भी अगर मेरे साथ ऐसा होता है, जब मुझे पता था कि सर्वे रिपोर्ट दिल्ली से किया गया था, 25-25 लाख रुपए खर्च की ये रिपोर्ट्स किया गया था, तो सारे पैसे की बर्बादी है, बस लेन देन का व्यापार ही चल रहा है।
तो क्या कांग्रेस पार्टी में अभी भी ऐसा हो रहा है कि क्या कुछ ऐसे एजेंट ज़रूर हैं जो ऐसा करते हैं, पूरी ब्रोकरिंग डील करते हैं, टिकट देने के लिए कैश कैंडिडेट्स को एक्सटॉर्शन किया जाता है?
जी, बात खुल के बहुत दुखदायक बात तो ये है कि कई सीटों पे ऐसा हुआ है, मगर उनके साथ ऑथेंटिक पुरावे ना होने की वजह से, या तो फिर उनको कांग्रेस में रहने की वजह से उन्होंने ये बात को इतना खुल के बाहर नहीं लाया। और मुझे शायद मैं पार्टी में रहती भी, और अगर ना भी रहती तो मैं ये पार्टी के लिए जो गलत चीज़ थी उसको मैंने खुल के बाहर लाया, इसलिए मुझे इस बात का कोई भी दुख नहीं है। और मैं तो ये निवेदन करूंगी कि जिसके साथ भी ऐसा हुआ है उसको पार्टी छोड़ के बीजेपी ज्वाइन करनी चाहिए, या तो उसे खुल के बाहर आना चाहिए।
Mr. Chaube, good afternoon. Thank you for joining us. How do you see this, Mr. Chaube? The fact of the matter is that Zakir Naik in India is accused of money laundering. He's accused of giving hate speeches in India. And it's not just in India. There are other countries where he's banned as well. Do you think that FIFA should be made to answer for this?
See, since I'm heading a national football federation, and there are certain protocol and restriction that I cannot comment on this, but definitely I can say that FIFA always encourage football unites the world, and it has always football plays that role across the world. And I, being an ex-football player, I also support unity through football. So if anything is divisive, that should not be encouraged.
And he's as divisive as devices can get, Mr. Chaube. The fact of the matter is that his hate speeches and his television programs are not just banned in India, they're banned in the United Kingdom, they're banned in other countries as well. Just to name a few, of course, we are given to understand they're banned in Bangladesh, Sri Lanka and Canada as well. So why then must he be allowed to preach in Qatar? During the time that the World Cup is on, and he's been called specifically for that purpose.
No, once again, I'm saying, Mr. Kapoor, that I being the heading Indian Football Federation, and I'm right now in Qatar and representing India in World Forum, so I cannot comment anything on media regarding this. If there is anything to say, I will speak internally. Thank you very much.
Right, absolutely. I just also wanted to get your point of view on the fact that the Indian government, we are now learning, will certainly raise this issue. We've spoken to the minister, Mr. Puri. He says that, yes, we will be raising this issue with Qatar. But we have, of course, seen, footballers across the world take stands on issues that should be uniting people. Just for instance, the Iranian team yesterday did not stand up for their national anthem, did not sing their national anthem, rather. And that is something that was received as a gesture of protest. Do you think that footballers should, and the federation that represents India, should be raising this issue?
That we can discuss internally with the government, with the foreign ministry and with the concerned department. And definitely whatever need to be said, the spokesperson will say on that. Thank you very much.
All right. So what you're saying is that you will raise this issue, and this is something that can be discussed. But given his antecedents, do you think that, someone like him should have been invited by Qatar to speak and to spread religion in Qatar? What are your own thoughts on it?
No, I cannot. I see when you are in a chair, you cannot share your personal thought or own thought. I would speak only what the government of India or Indian Football Federation believe or need to be said. So right now I am holding my comment. I'm not saying anything on this particular issue. I can only say that football has many good things to be discussed, and Qatar has developed several state-of-the-art modern stadiums with air-conditioned facilities and huge investment on infrastructure, science and technology. I met a couple of Indian engineers here last evening. Honorable Vice President of India, Sri Jagdeep Dhankarji, was here. We met in an Indian embassy meeting. So, there are several good things, and Indian engineers has contributed well in terms of intellect and education. So I think we can also see what is the best thing we can take out from this football tournament. And also India has the potential to have its presence globally. And football can be one of that medium for India to portray its talent, potential, and other areas of superiority.
BJP in Bengal held a unique protest. On your screen, you see the BJP leaders with a mosquito net and a model of a mosquito. BJP led the unique protest against Mamata government's inaction amid the rising dengue cases in the state. In fact, this is not the first protest of BJP. The party has been vocal over the issue of increasing dengue and alleged the government failure to tackle the menace.
The BJP has been taking out similar protests in the past few weeks against the state government, seeking answers and action from the Mamata government. Bureau Report, Republic TV.